Hi, this is Francie from Fit Yoga. Today we're going to talk about a few poses that would be helpful if you've got shin splints. So to begin with, we're going to come down onto the floor, and I'm going to first bring my left foot forward. I'm going to do something called a half split, and there are a couple of ways to do this. I've got the chair here in case you might not need to use that for support. So this can be done with a chair, or you can be right against the wall or without, whichever works best for you. So I am kneeling on one knee and I've got my left leg extended forward. So first I'm going to point the toes and feel a nice stretch through the shins. I'm going to hold that for about 5 breaths. Now, either you could just do this hanging on, maybe with your hands at your hips, or as I said, using your hand on the chair. And then after those 5 breaths, tilt the foot up, flexing the foot, and you're going to get a stretch through the hamstring. Now this is a pretty nice stretch like this, but if you want to intensify it, let's fold forward a little bit. This is where the block might come in handy. You can use that block right there in the center and just fold down. So now you're going to get a good stretch through the hamstring, a good stretch through the shin. And again, breathe and hold that for about 5 breaths. And we're going to come up and repeat that on the other side. So I'll just show you briefly. This time the right leg comes forward. And again, check your alignment here so your torso is nice and straight from your knee to your head to get yourself set up. Leg is straight in front, beginning by flexing or pointing the toe, getting a good stretch through the leg, and then flex the foot. So now you're getting that good stretch through the hamstring. And fold forward, holding each of these poses for about 5 breaths. Now this next thing we're going to do is from here I'm going to come up into downward facing dog. So fingers spread, I'm going to lift my hips up to the highest point. So this is a down dog. I'm dropping my head down as much as possible between my arms, and I'm going to lift the right leg up into a 3-legged dog. This pose right here is going to stretch through those hamstrings and through the shins, pointing the toes down towards the mat. And just breathe into the stretch. Now from here, I'm going to bring my foot all the way down between my hands and lift up to pyramid. So I'm going to straighten both legs, and if you notice, I adjusted the back leg so that it's a comfortable stretch for me. Both legs are straight, and this is a pyramid pose. This is another one where you can use a prop. I'm going to bring that block to the inside of my foot and use that to support my hands. So I'm stretching both legs, getting the shin and the hamstring stretched in both of my legs. I'm going to hold that for about 5 breaths. So from there, we're going to repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to bring my foot back, come back into the downward facing dog, and from here lift the left leg, stretching that 3-legged dog, pointing the toes down towards the mat, holding that for several breaths, and then bringing that left foot forward, coming back into pyramid again. So you might notice again that I've brought the right foot in a few inches. That usually works a little bit better. I'm going to bring the block here for support. So I'm folded over the left leg. Both legs are straight, getting a good stretch through the hamstring, a good stretch through the shins. And again, breathing into it for about 5 breaths. So once I complete that, I'm going to bring that right foot forward and lift up and see if those shins feel a little bit better. Thank you. Come see us at Fit Yoga.